Hey guys, Ray from Love Your RV and Boat. So we're prepping the boat for this season, and on the list this year was to kind of overhaul the windlass. Not really replace any parts, but see, there's a bunch of maintenance that needs to be done at the 3-year mark, and so I want to take apart the whole thing, clean out any corrosion, and re-lubricate everything. Now this boat's a new to me boat, so I didn't know exactly how they had set things up. It's a Maxwell RC-10 windless, and went through the top here, and then this box was pushed up to kind of cover it. You can see the electrical leads coming up. Anyway, it was a bit of a chore to get it apart. Kind of coming into this video after I've disassembled everything. Wasn't sure if I was going to make a video, but I'll show you when it gets all put back together. Anyway, these are the main parts. See the top part there. And then this was a beast to get apart, was this lower motor section with the gearbox. It was kind of corroded, and it wouldn't really separate very easily. Just used some penetrating fluid and let it sit a while. Finally got it to budge and pulled out. See, here's the main shaft that goes down. So yeah, there's not much grease really left in there. It's pretty dried out, and there also was a little bit of corrosion I had noticed in here, kind of where the rope and chain go down. There was a bit of a crack leading to near the gearbox, and I think over the years salt had sprayed sort of in there and got down in there, or rain. Anyway, I think I got her just in time. So I'm going to take this down to the shop, clean it up, and then I've got the manual for it so I can look at all the points that I need to grease. And they wanted me to check, there's a window here to check the gear oil in it, so I'll have to have a look at that, and I might put new gear oil in it. Anyway, fun times, eh? But it'd be nice to have it all working good. It didn't have any problems. Last season everything worked fine. But, you know, you gotta keep on the maintenance or things are gonna fail. So, have all the pieces prepped for cleaning. Started off with some vinegar here just to melt some of that salt away. The top portions were fine because I've been lubricating them with grease. There are no problems. It's just where the shaft went through and into the lower gearbox here, and there's kind of a little hole right there. I guess stuff had gotten in there, dirt and debris, so there's a lot of stuff caked down in here to clean out and clean this bearing down in there. But nothing looks overly worn or anything, so I think I caught it in time before things would get bad. Electrical connections look good. They were kind of, motor runs off to the side, so it was away from where any water was getting in there. But once I get it back together, I'm going to have to make sure to seal up that box a little better. Sort of getting there. Cleaned everything with vinegar to get rid of the salt. Now I'm using some of this, it's called LA's Totally Awesome. It's kind of a degreaser, very mild. Going through each piece here. And down on the gearbox, I'm just going to change the oil. There's a small thing here, that's the window that you can kind of look and see if there's oil in it. Unscrews and has a rubber O-ring there. So it says in the manual use W90W gear lube, so I got some of that was left on the boat. You can see the old stuff looks pretty sad. It only takes 2.4 fluid ounces, so I don't really think it lost much. It's just old, needs to be changed. Anyway, I'll just put 2.4 fluid ounces, I think it's 70 milliliters in there, and we'll have an oil change. Okay, so we're about half full on the sight glass. That's what the manual said to do. Now I'm going to go through and lubricate it. There's a bunch of points in the manual to lubricate. I want you to use a lithium-based grease. This is extra heavy-duty Lucas. Really good grease. I use it on my trailer bearings, so I'm going to use that. Cleaned up most things here best I could. It's a little bit of an older windless, so it's hard to get it right back to beautiful again. In here there's a plastic bushing. It's starting to show signs of wear, so I think next year I might try to get a hold of one of those to replace. Also, there's on here, there seems to be a rubber seal right there, that, or O-ring, that could be replaced as well. Anyway, almost time to put it back together. Just going to do those grease points first. Meanwhile, Anne's been sanding down the pulpit up there and the Samson post and that kind of stuff, so we can make it look pretty once I get everything back together. Okay, so you can get the windlass back in there. Get the motor up there. I mean, there's a plastic collar nut here. Has to be tightened up. Inside there was an O-ring that was broken, so I changed it. I'll show you the most important thing that needs to be done. So when this shaft goes inside there, there's this square piece that has to fit in there, and then this ring goes on the bottom in that groove. I sort of mangled it getting it apart. It was all seized and corroded. I'm gonna have to order one of those, but this one should be able to do the trick. Yeah, so that fits in there, and then there's a groove inside there that matches. Sort of a metal key, so the gearbox can turn everything. Anyway, shove that down there and match up the keyway at the bottom and put that clip on. I've kind of cleaned this up as best I could to try to find another one of these. Looks like a Teflon bearing, and replace it. It's getting a little bit old, but I think it should do the trick for this year. Next, I'm going to put the electrical wires back on. Remembered which one goes where. Positive are on the outside. Just have to remember which one goes where so it goes the right direction. And there's a couple nuts. There's a nut on there, and then a nut goes on top of it, so you need 2 wrenches to do it upright. So I did up the connections, put some silicone dielectric grease on the nuts there. There wasn't any lock washers on it, but the nuts had small numbers printed on it, so I think there's some type of a locking nut that you don't need to use a lock washer with. Anyway, that's the way it was before. Seemed to stay tight. Okay, I'll get that box back in place and I can start on the top stuff. Next, we need to lubricate this. It says lubricate clutch and shaft with lithium-based grease. It says the same thing in there and in there. So I've got this stuff, extra heavy-duty wheel bearing grease, Lucas. It's good stuff. I use it on my trailer bearings. Probably don't need too much. So in the manual, it looks like that washer goes there, and then there's another washer that sits in here. So I'll put this piece back. I have to make sure this plastic piece is lined up so that bolt can go through it. And last, we put this thing on. There we go. Yeah, this you can tighten down, so sets the clutch tension on it. So if you undo it, you can this will freewheel, tighten it up, and then it has some clutching action. Okay, we'll give her a quick test here. Stay tuned. Got some work on the anchor down on the ground. Then we'll have a test pulling it all up, rope and then chain. Stay tuned. Yeah, let's make sure the upper helm is working. Yeah, seems good. Okay, give her a test with the anchor now. Okay, looks like she's good to go. Till next time, Ray from Love the RV and Boat. Cheers, guys.